Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to look at solving quadratic and linear equations simultaneously using the method of substitution. And if you want to work along with me, you can download this PDF from my website. I'll leave a link in the description below. In example 1, we're given the graph of y equals 3x squared and the straight line y equals 5 minus 2x. And we can see that they intersect at 2 points. So when we solve these equations simultaneously, what we're finding is the coordinates of these intersections. So we'll label this one at point A, and we'll label this at point B, because you can see at each of these points, the values of x and y are the same for both graphs. And the way we go about this, we substitute this expression for y from our straight line into the y from our curve. So we have one equation involving x. So we have 5 minus 2x will equal 3x squared. Now we can solve this quadratic by making it equal 0. So 3x squared plus the 2x minus 5 will equal 0. And we can factorize this quadratic. So we get 3x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 1. Now our solutions will be when each of these brackets equals 0. So 3x plus 5 must equal 0. So x must equal negative 5 over 3. And x minus 1 must equal 0. So x will equal positive 1. You can see at coordinate A that x is a negative, so this will be point A. And at coordinate B, x is a positive, so this one will be for B. Now to work out the y values, we can substitute each of these x's into the equation for a straight line. So at A, y will be 5 minus 2 lots of that x value, so minus 5 over 3. So y will equal the negative 2 times the negative 5 becomes a positive 10 over 3. We'll add these two together with a common denominator, so we get 15 over 3. So y will be 25 thirds. So at A, we'll have coordinates negative 5 over 3 and 25 thirds. At B, we know x is equal to positive 1, so y will be 5 minus 2 lots of 1, y will be 3. So the coordinates at B will be 1 and 3. Each of these coordinate pairs represents our solutions. Let's try example 2. For example 2, we've been asked to solve x squared plus y squared equals 8 and y equals x plus 4. So we'll substitute this expression for y into the quadratic, and that will give us one equation involving one unknown. We'll have x squared plus the y, which is x plus 4, squared, equals 8. And then we can expand out the x plus 4. So x squared plus x plus 4 multiplied by itself. We'll have the x squared plus the 4x plus another 4x plus the 16. We can collect the x squared together, and we'll move a positive 8 over to the left-hand side, and that will become 16 take away 8. So 2x squared plus 8x plus 8, and that will equal 0. You can see now we can factor out this 2 from the left-hand side, so we'll have 2 lots of x squared plus 4x plus 4. When we divide both sides by 2, these will cancel, and the right-hand side will still be 0. So x squared plus 4x plus 4. And this creates a perfect square where we have x plus 2 squared. So our solution will be x equals negative 2. Remember that we still need to find the y value. So we'll substitute x equals negative 2 into a linear equation. So y will be negative 2 plus 4. So y will be positive 2. So our solutions, x equals negative 2, y equals positive 2. Let's try example 3. So do you want to try and solve these equations yourself? Think about how you can write one equation involving x. You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you want to go. So if y equals x plus 4, we can substitute this expression for y into our quadratic. So we'll have x minus 4 squared plus y squared. And this will equal 82. We'll expand out both pairs of brackets. We get x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus x squared plus 8x plus another 16. And that will equal 82. We can collect the x squared terms together. Negative 8x will cancel with that positive 8x. And these 16s will add to make 32. We'll take away 82 from both sides. So we get 2x squared minus 50 will equal 0. We can add the 50 to both sides and then divide by 2. So x squared will equal 25. Now we can take the square root of both sides. So x will equal plus or minus 5. When x equals positive 5, we can work out the y value. This will be the 5 plus a 4. Y will be equal to 9. And when x equals negative 5, y will equal negative 5 plus 4. Y will equal positive 1. So the points at where these two equations would intersect would be at 5 and 9 and negative 5 and positive 1. Let's try one more question. So in example 4, the equation may look more complicated, but it's exactly the same idea. We need to write one equation involving x or y. Do you want to give this question a go yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. We can substitute this expression for x into the x squared and into this x term. So we'll have 1 minus 2y squared minus 9 lots of y minus x, 1 minus 2y. Be careful of this negative and expanding out the brackets. Plus 12 will equal 2y squared. We'll expand out this quadratic here. So 1 minus 2y multiplied by itself. This will give us 1 minus 2y minus another 2y plus the 4y squared minus the 9y minus the 1 plus the 2y plus the 12, and we'll move this 2y squared to the other side. We'll collect the y squared terms and the y terms and the constants all separately. So 2y squared minus the 11y plus 12 will equal 0. We can try and factorize this. We need two numbers that are negative multiplied to make the positive 12, but add to make the negative 11. So if we look at the factors of 12, negative 1, negative 12, negative 2, negative 6, negative 3, and negative 4. If we multiply this negative 4 by 2, we get negative 8. Added to the negative 3 will give us a negative 11 term. This will give us 2y minus 3 multiplied by y minus 4. So each of these brackets will equal 0. Y will be 3 over 2. And y will be positive 4. We need to find our x values. So at y equals 3 over 2, we'll substitute that into here. X will equal 1 minus 2y. These will cancel, and x will equal -2. At y equals 4, x will equal 1 minus 2 lots of 4, so x will equal -7. So the coordinates of intersection between the two graphs will be -2, 3/2, and -7 and 4. Okay? Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice on this topic, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.